Hi everyone, welcome. This is Joseph Karatoprak. I am Executive Director of Raindrop Foundation, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Raindrop Foundation is a nonprofit, charitable, social, cultural, and educational foundation. So our New Mexico branch was opened in 2011. So our mission is to bolster friendship and promote understanding of different cultures. And to achieve these objectives, we have activities like Sunday brunches, book clubs, cooking classes, the one like you attend today, and we have a Turkish festival once a year. All of these are the way for us to get to know each other better and share our Turkish cousin with you, like a cuisine with you, like our friends.
Okay, so the cooking class, all the events and activities are run by the volunteers of the Turkish community. Today, I am going to cook the first one on the list, fig dessert, and Tuba is going to make.
It's my job is very hard today because I'm gonna make the cacik, the last one.
The last one.
Yeah.
We're going to have a pilaff, almond pilaff.
Yes, I'm gonna make
Tuba,
almond
the
pilaff.
second, is going to make the pilaff, and Nermin, she's like our master. You know, moms always cook better than us. She's going to cook the main dish, Hasan Pasha meatball. Now we are going to follow the order in the on the print. We are going to start with the dessert. We have steps for the dessert. I'll explain while we're doing it. Okay, in the ingredients list, we have the cake part, we have the syrup. After baking the cake, we are going to pour the syrup with the instant coffee, sugar, and warm milk and water. We are going to wait for it to soak, and we are going to make homemade pudding and put on the top of dessert. I've already prepared one tray for you. It's waiting in the fridge for you. Now we are going to cook the second tray. Okay, firstly, we are going to start by chopping the walnuts and figs. You know, this is cooking class. It's not cooking, just teaching. So when it's class, participation is greatly appreciated. So if there is any volunteer to chop the figs, chop the walnuts, you're more than welcome. So for our old students, they know I'm kind of a mean teacher here. So I'm a science teacher, and in the science we always try hands-on activities, etc. So I also apply this into our cooking class. So I say, anytime I can say participation is part of grading. You have to.
What kind of figs are you using?
So it doesn't matter as long as it is not hard. It should be soft because we are going to eat it. We are going to bake it in the cake. So just be sure it's not, very dried. So softer is better. It's Semolina fig. Usually, it's very famous Turkish figs. You can even find it in any store like even Marshalls. I can find the good ones. So you can try any dried figs. Just be sure it's not very thick. Believe me, these are very soft. That's why I didn't soak it in the water.
Okay.
But if it is, dried out, so you can After cutting it, you can soak them in the warm water, so it will get softer. So this is the last step. We are going to put the figs and walnuts. So we want walnuts in the big pieces. So I didn't chop it. I just cut it. So it's when we eat it, we can, taste it. Okay, now my friends are helping me. I'm going to start the cake. So firstly, we're going to whisk 3 eggs with 1 cup of sugar. So for any Turkish recipe, if you check them, if you check any cake, we start with whisking the eggs and sugar. It's different than some American recipes. So we whisk eggs and sugar first, and then we add the liquid ingredients if we have any milk, oil, etc. And then we add the flour. But in some American recipes, I see, they make the cake better, and then they add the kind of melted butter or milk. So this one can be different for you if it's the first time for you. Okay, I'm going to whisk it about 3 minutes. Sorry for the noise. Okay, you can check it out. It's really smooth. I cannot feel the coarse sugar. Okay, now I am going to add a half cup of milk. We have 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Yeah, cinnamon.
Been there.
Yeah. And we have vanilla and baking powder. For the vanilla, so I use the powder one, but it doesn't matter. You can use the liquid vanilla. If you put 1 teaspoon, it will be enough. So sometimes they contain alcohol, and we're sensitive about the alcohol. That's why we prefer the powder one. But it doesn't matter. It's not going to affect the taste or texture of the cake. And we have 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And we have 1.5 cup of flour. So now I added the powdered ingredients. I'm going to mix it well. And as a last step, I will add chopped figs and walnuts. Meanwhile, we preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit. We need to preheat the oven. And then I'm going to show you the next step. Okay, now I'm going to show you the texture. Okay, now I'm going to add the chopped walnuts and figs. And I mix it with the spatula. So the next step, we brush the tray with the oil. I use the bigger size of the glass tray. And I brush it just the bottom. So I'm sharing a trick with you. So for the cakes, if you just brush the bottom, they will rise better because they can hold on the edges, and we can have the flat cake. If you just brush it, it's not going to affect the taste. Okay, Now, or spread it. Right now it looks very thin, but it has baking powder, so it's going to rise. Also, we are going to put the pudding on the top, so it's not gonna be very thin like it looks. Okay, here we go. Now it's ready to go to oven. You can see it. It has a lot of walnuts and figs. Hope you like it. We are going to bake it in the preheated oven. The oven is preheated at 350. About 30 minutes. It's going to be a darkish brown, not golden, because it has cinnamon in it, it has figs in it, it has walnuts in it, so the color is going to be a bit darker than the regular cake. Okay, and as a next step, we have the syrup and the pudding, but we need to pour the pudding freshly right after we cook it. We will come back for the pudding and the syrup after baking it. Now we can start Hasan Pasha meatball. Okay, I'll be translator of Nermin. Me again, hello. It's like you feel like to finish the science class, you go to history class, but the same teacher again, no way. Okay, let's start with the ingredients of the meatball. So we have 1 pound of ground beef, 1 egg, an onion, half cup of breadcrumbs, 2 cloves of garlic, a half teaspoon of black pepper, half teaspoon of red pepper flakes, half teaspoon of cumin, and 1 tablespoon of salt. So the spices, actually it's up to you. You don't have to add the spices. You can add or remove any of the spices if you don't like it. So it's up to you. Now, for the puree, we have 2 medium potatoes, 1 tablespoon of butter, half cup of milk, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 cup of shredded mozzarella cheese. So if you look at the puree, we peel, boil and drain the potatoes. After boiling them, we're going to mash the potatoes, so we need time it to boil. That's why we start with peeling the potatoes.
Daha çabuk olsun diye.
Okay. So she wants to make the process faster. That's why she cut the peeled potatoes in small pieces. She put half cup of water, so you can see it.
Çekene kadar.
It just covers the potato.
Yani süzünce vitamini gitmesin.
Okay.
Gitmesin diye.
She wants to make healthier for you. That's why she doesn't drain the water to keep the vitamins in it. But if you drain it, it's also fine. So up to you. So you can just add a half cup of water till it covers all the cut potatoes. And now we can start the meatball. So we double the size of the recipe. Right now we have 2 pounds and we 2 katına çıkarttınız değil mi burada?
Evet.
Yeah, so we double the amount of the recipe. I will go by the recipe. Okay, we have 1 pound of ground beef, and we have 1 egg. Right now you can see the onion is pretty big. So if you use 1 pound,
Ben bunları yıkadım.
small size of onion works better. Okay.
Kübra'cığım ben bunu yıkadım, boşalttım.
Okay. She peeled and washed it.
Şimdi ben de tamamını yapayım mı?
Bilmiyorum. Koyun.
Biraz büyük ya.
Koyacağız biz. Baş kısmı zaten büyük. Bırakın. Yeter. Okay.
Bunu buraya boşaltıyoruz.
Onun diğer malzemelerle ben yardım edeyim istersen.
iki diş sarımsak değil mi?
Okay. She also wants to zest the garlic cloves. Just 2 cloves. 4 tane koymamız lazım ama neyse
Tamam.
siz koyun.
4 tane zaten.
Okay.
Because I always take off the. Because I hate like gravy. And the whole thing, so that's why this name is totally screwed up.
Arsa is feeling emotional.
Bunu da koyduk.
Mine weren't done for a while.
Biraz şöyle ortaya geçin.
Şimdi ne kadar tuz orada ve onu şey yapalım.
Bir tane yumurta vardı. Okay. Now we have the ground beef. We have the onions, garlic cloves. Now we add 1 egg.
Şimdi köfte şey.
She adds the breadcrumbs, half cup of breadcrumbs.
Bunu
Göz kararı koy.
kaskanadan koy. Yarısını koyuyorum.
Okay. And we have now the spicy. Let's go with the salt.
Bir tane.
1 tablespoon of salt. 2 tane koyun siz. 2 ölçü. Salça var mı?
Salça şeyi ne koyuyorsun?
Tamam. Okay, we have black pepper, red pepper, cumin. We are going to add them. And that's all for the meatballs.
So that red pepper looks different than the
Şey
crushed red
tatlı.
pepper.
O
Is
tatlı.
that
Yeah, this one is not pepper flakes. This is the powdered one, yes.
paprika? Is it paprika?
Paprika, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so not red pepper flakes, paprika.
Okay, now,
Şimdi yoğuracağız.
okay, go ahead. Now she starts mixing them.
With the smoked paprika. There's not that much really in there. You probably
Şey bir tane tepsi getirir misin? Tepsi.
Neyse bitsin de öyle temizleriz.
Hani? Bakacaklar mı acaba? Köfte şeyini.
Biraz daha yoğurun isterseniz.
Hı?
Biraz daha yoğurun. İyice karışsın. Tam gibi karışmadı. Okay, now it's ready.
Şöyle tut böyle şöyle aldıklarında
Ben onu nasıl açıklayayım acaba?
kıvamına gelsin işte böyle.
Okay, we take the meatball in bigger sizes. It's going to be kind of mini balls, and we are going to fill them with the puree. So it's not very small. We take it that pieces, like mandarin. Yeah.
Şimdi böyle yapıp şey, 3-4
Çok
tane
büyük
yapacağım.
olmadı mı?
Ha? Büyük olsun. 3-4 tane böyle yapıp şimdi
Okay, if you wanna try, we have
Yapmak isteyenler varsa,
both.
yapmak isteyenler varsa
Okay. Ben şey yapayım mı? Açıklayayım mı?
yapmak isteyenler varsa gelip şey yapabilirler.
Okay, after taking it into the big pieces, we are going to make a hole in it. So you can just use any of your finger and all around. You're going to turn it into a small ball. Here it is. Yeah. Definitely, we should change the name.
Yapmak isteyenler
Just
var
keep
mı?
our mind. Meatballs, not the ball. That's a great idea.
Yapmak isteyen var mı? Şey yapsınlar.
You're welcome to come and try.
Bu çocuk benim.
I'm sorry.
Yapabilirsin. Hiç merak etme.
She shows. Body language. Keep going, Nermin.
Perfect.
So Nermin told us, when you use your body language well, actually you can teach, you can communicate. It's kind of love language. So this is the way to, communicate people. We always talk, we always have verbal communication, but we don't have always this love conversation, when people feel each other. It's the best communication, I believe. And Nermin does it pretty well.
Ne diyorsun kız? She's a mom of 5, right?
Six.
I think so.
Six. 6. Çocuk muydu? 5 çocuk. 5. Okay, you can keep going.
Öyle öyle. I think she's mom for everyone. It's her character, I think. I'm just, watching. It's a little hard for me to shape. I don't like to shape things. Maybe I can blow it. Köfteyi normalde şöyle şey yapıyorsun ya. Elini böyle yap.
Make your hands like that. She's trying to say. Okay. Make the ball and push your finger like that. Then softly, gently. She talking to you. Don't worry, you're not alone.
Kaç tane kaldı?
It looks so easy, but I know that it's not. I can tell it's not.
Yes,
It's fine. Just make a hole and move your hand all around the meatball. Yeah, meatball, our new term. We can put it close actually because it's gonna get smaller after baking it because of the fat in it.
Yağlı.
She has the scientific reasons behind it.
Does it matter the fat content of the beef? Does it matter?
Let me ask. İçindeki diyor yağ oranı diyor çok önemli mi diyor.
Yani yağsız olunca hepten tutmaz yani. Yağlı olduğu için biraz tutuyor.
Peki yağ çok fazla olmaz değil mi?
Yok, çok olmaz.
Okay. So she says if there's no fat in it, it's not going to be tasty. It's not gonna be stick together.
Yeah.
And if it's too much, it's not gonna also work. So just
Like somewhere in the middle.
yes, somewhere in the middle.
Do you guys ever do you ever make those with lamb or like a combination of beef and lamb? Or
Not
anything?
lamb, beef.
Always beef.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lamb, I think it tastes different. Usually you see beef in the ground beefs.
You can just put all the, ingredients, like mix things on the, your tray. So you can do that way. You don't need to do, this shape of your meatball. So it's easier. Just yes, you can do flat and put the puree, right? Not this shape.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yani bir düz bir şekilde tepsiye serip sonra üstüne püresini koyabilirsin. Aynı şekilde.
Bilmiyorum.
Yani.
It will fall apart. Probably it will fall apart, but you can cover it with mashed potato. Or another idea, I saw another way to make these balls, cupcakes.
Oh yeah, for the
Cupcake pans.
Yeah.
You can also use it. Now we're crowded, so we use those. She's also good. She can just give the
I would
shape.
not like this. I think
But another way, it's easy. You can just use cupcake trays. It will work. Yeah, just put the meat and you can press it with a kind of cup, something. It will be perfect.
More of a mechanized process.
I like this, so it's more like the way it's supposed to be.
Alayım mı?
Okay, where's Nermin? She ran away.
Birazcık fırınlayacağız.
Okay, now we preheat the oven to 400 Fahrenheit. We are going to cook it about 20 minutes. It's not going to be completely cooked. So this is the first step of cooking. And then we are going to have the second step after filling it with the mashed potato. And we are going to put the mozzarella on the very top of it. Yeah,
Göstermeyin.
it's really good one. Good meatball.
Götüreyim mi şimdi?
Okay, yeah. Now we can do some cleaning first, and then we're going to start the. Actually, we can. I can show you the pudding, the second step of the pudding. Yeah, dessert. It's almost ready. So we need to pour it when it's hot. So I'm going to show it to how to make the pudding after cleaning it. Now we start the second step of the dessert. So let's go back to the page 2. Yeah, page 2. So for the ingredients, we have 4.5 cup of milk, 1 tablespoon of corn, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 3 tablespoons of flour. These are full spoons. 6 tablespoons of sugar. I'm going to mix the dried ingredients first. So I put the starch, flour, sugar, and as a first step, I mix them. So if you mix the sugar and flour for the homemade puddings, it helps us to have a smooth texture. Now I'm going to pour the milk and stir it at the same time. I add the milk gradually. Yeah. Okay, I mix it pretty well. Now I'm going to pour the rest part of the milk. Okay. So for the homemade pudding, the important part is mixing all the ingredients well, and also when we cook it, we are going to cook it in the medium heat. It's not going to be very high, and we need to keep stirring it. After it starts boiling, we have 2 more ingredients, butter and vanilla. After it starts boiling, we're going to add these ingredients, stir it well, and we're going to pour it onto the cake. Now, for the syrup, actually we are going to make kind of coffee. So we are going to use instant coffee, 2 tablespoons of instant coffee, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 cup of, this is hot water to dissolve the sugar and instant coffee, and we have 1 cup of milk. Okay. Yes, we need those. Bir kaşık alabilir miyim? Kaşık alabilir miyim? I need it. Okay. Now I add the water. I add sugar and instant coffee. So the mixture is going to be warm. So you can mix them, you can use warm water and milk, or I just get the hot water. The milk is cold, but when I mix them, it's gonna be warm anyway. You can mix them. So I prefer it with a little bit milk, because it makes the taste, I believe, softer. So you can use a half and half milk and water, or just water.
Okay.
Okay. It is dissolved now, and I add the milk. Okay, it's ready now. Now, after taking the cake and after cooking our pudding, we are going to combine them together. And now we can continue with the mashed potato.
Mashed potato.
Yeah? Okay, it's going to wait here for us. Now, Nermin mashed the potato. She likes using knife. Sorry, fork. Okay. Patates yetecek mi o şeye? Biraz az piştiğin gözüne. Okay.
Biraz yağ
She adds 1 tablespoon of butter,
yarım,
a quarter
yarım şey
cup.
süt. Ama bunu şeye kendileri ayarlayabilirler. Cıvık olmasın.
Okay. She adds the milk gradually. She wants to check the texture.
Patatese göre değişebilir. Bazı patates çeker,
Uh-huh.
bazı patates çekmez.
Okay, it can change based on the type of the tomato, she says. I'm pretty sure you know the mashed potato but better than us. It's in your culture, I see a lot. Especially the Thanksgiving dinners, you know, it's kind of must.
Şimdi
For
biraz da kaşar peyniri.
Yeah.
Normalde ben koymuyorum ama orada yazıyor.
Okay, she also adds the mozzarella, and she says if you don't want to add mozzarella, it's fine. We are going to put the mozzarella on the top in anyway, but when we mix it, I think it's going to be pretty well mixed, and when we put it on the top, it's gonna be easier, but you don't have to.
Fırından çıkınca
Okay, after taking the meatball from the oven, we are going to fill
Getireceğim buraya.
our meatballs with the mashed potato.
Biraz sonra getireceğim.
Show the
Next
last
time.
step. Okay. For this one, you can feel it is smoother than the mashed potato, because after cooking it in the after baking it in the oven, it's gonna get thicker.
Okay.
It's not. You can check it. You can come around and check it. So you can see, because we are going to use it to fill in the balls.
Yeah.
That's why it's very smooth. So if, as I said again, if we cook the mashed potato, there are some Turkish recipes. We have mashed potato and then we cook it in the oven. So you can see different recipes like mashed potato on the top of it. There are meatballs, or maybe just cooked ground beef something, and the mozzarella on the top of it. You can see different combinations, but the important part, if you bake it in the oven, it'll get thicker. So it needs to be, a little bit thinner, not so thick. Okay. Can we start the next one?
I think so. It's tuba is ready.
Okay.
We're gonna make start for the almond pilaff. So first we are gonna soak our almond to peel the cover. I did a little bit, so I'm gonna show you this with this one. We have also 3 tablespoon margarine and
Butter.
sorry, yes, butter and olive oil and salt. So maybe I can, if I have other things, so it can be easier for me.
Hemen getirsem olur mu? Şeyi göstermek için.
Oldu mu?
Oldu fırında.
Okay, Nermin says the meatball is cooked for 20 minutes. So let's fill the mashed potato in the bowl. You can come closer to see it. Okay. So you can see it's half cooked meatball right now. So as a next step, we are going to fill in the bowls with the mashed potato, and you saw the texture. It's not thick as the regular mashed potato. Okay, where's the name?
Şöyle iki tane şöyle kaşık var.
Okay.
Ben şöyle yapıyorum. Şöyle koyuyorum.
Yeah, the spoonful. As an alternative, you can fill this mashed potato in a piping bag. It can be
Sıkabilirlerdi.
easier for you.
O kek şeyleri de sıkabilirlerdi.
Söyledim.
Teşekkür ederim. Allah razı olsun.
Almost there. Wow. Good job, Nermin.
Yetti. Şimdi
Now, what's the next step?
şu salçayı
Huh.
biraz suyla.
Okay, now she makes the tomato sauce. She makes the tomato paste with warm water. Yeah, if you check the tomato
Suyu
sauce,
kendileri ayarlayabilirler. Koyabilirsiniz istiyorsanız.
okay. Now we add mozzarella on the top of it. So it gives really good when we put mozzarella on the top, when it's melted and kind of fried in the oven. Did you start feeling hungry?
I've been hungry.
Good, good.
Okay, so I'll have another nut now. I'm still starving.
Here is the source of smell. Okay, now I'm going to show the last step of the dessert, and then we are going to continue with the rice. So here we boil it, and now we add 1 tablespoon of butter, and we also add vanilla. I don't add vanilla while cooking because it's just for the flavor
Bunu tekrar fırına
actually.
götürüyorum.
Okay,
Tekrar
tamam,
fırına.
biliyorlar onu. And we mix it well. We mix it till butter is melted. Now I'll pour the syrup over the cake, and you can come closer. You can come closer to see it. It will soak the syrup very fast.
It's like a sponge.
Ya.
Yes, it's a good texture.
It's a lot of syrup.
But as you see, it's all gone. So,
But because you're making a pudding.
so this is the
That's
proof
why,
how spongy our cake is. Okay, now the butter is melted completely. Okay, now let's pour the pudding on the top of dessert.
That looks good.
They look so good.
The desserts are always good.
So that's the reason we skipped that part, because when, you know, if we wait after cooking it, it's not going to be so smooth. And you can feel the difference of the texture, I believe, because, you know, you ask the cornstarch. Okay,
Here. This is a safe place.
now we are done.
Very nice. Looks very
We're going to wait for it to cool down and then put it in the fridge. Okay, let me take it.
Biraz kısaltın sen. I'm gonna show how can we like peel the cover of the almond. By the way, I'm gonna add some hot water to our rice to soak our rice.
Is that dry rice in there right now?
Dry rice, yes. So this it can be a little harder for me. That's why I'm gonna put all the almonds.
Oh, magic. I had no idea that's how you do that. No idea. I thought they were a different kind of nut. I thought they were like some
Thank you, thank you.
I just peel them because it's gonna take some time. I don't wanna hold you all just holding peeling the almond. Sen bana halledebilirsin Tuğba.
Ocak yanıyor.
Birazcık kısabilirsin.
Kıstım zaten.
Or you can do this, if you are going to use warm milk, you can do at least, 1 hour, before. Because, it takes time to absorb the water for the almond. So to noir puddings, we are adding also almonds, and that time also I am like peeling the almonds, covering. It is vegan, everyone can have this rice, or if you have nut allergy, so you don't need to put almond. Okay. Nice for you.
If you want to do this vegan, I think you'll use butter, right?
It's coming with you.
Yeah. It's loud.
So we can start with, melt our butter. This is the 3 tablespoons of butter. In Turkish, we always say margarine, so that's why I'm saying margarine. I'm adding also olive oil. Then I'm gonna saute the almond. I'm adding all the almonds.
Guys, the almonds turned like this. It's the kind of the brown, yellow, whatever you call.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are gonna add the rice right now.
And we will continue the stir.
We are gonna saute our rice also. Little bit. Just to put more in there.
If you want to see how it looks like, you can more than welcome over here.
I'm adding the water right now, and I add the ratio for the rice, but it depends what kind of rice you are using. So you can read your package instruction here.
You're putting in 6 cups, right?
Yes. I'm adding the salt also, 2 tablespoons. So until the are boiled, we are gonna have high fire. Then after boiled, we are gonna lower the heat. It's gonna be cook slowly.
And you're going to cover it?
Yes, I'm gonna cover the rice. You see, it's already boiling.
Okay, so it is short and very fishy.
So we are gonna just wait for the rice, observe all the water, that it's cooked. We are gonna start cacik. Cacik is like a side dish for us. We are, like having with rice most of the time, and it's also very like light, like side dish for your, like summer, summer dinner or summer lunch. It is also very easy to make it.
We like easy.
Yes, every woman.
Yeah, it is my show time. It's really hard to make, but I can make it, I hope. I believe myself. Okay, we are just gonna, I can read my ingredients first. It's 6 head up tablespoons of plain yogurt, guys, and 1 cucumber. We will peeled and very finely we will chopped. And I'm not gonna use this today is the garlic, but if you love the garlic, you can add. And juice of lemon, teaspoons of olive oil, and dry mints, water for the thickness, and salt to the season. Okay, and that's it.
Böyle tamam, şöyle şey koyayım mı? Bardağa koyayım mı?
Yeah. It's 1, 2, yeah, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
And then we will peel our cucumber. Yes, I I will add my cucumber into the yogurt, and I will continue the chop the last part.
Yes, cacik. Yes.
And what does the hardest job is always?
Me? Yes.
Me, not you.
We have two tuba. Both of them are very humble.
Yes. We are. Okay, I chop my cucumber very finely and yes. Hayır bu değil. Okay, we will add some salt. Oops. I can follow the direction. Okay, can I take the pay attention, guys? Okay, I will add the salt. You will taste the taste, okay? And if you want to add more salt, you can add. And I'm gonna add the mint, dried mint. And tablespoon of olive oil. You can measure, but I don't have right now. At home, you can measure at home.
Measure it with your heart.
She measures with eyes.
My eyes, my eyes.
Oh, I mean,
There is a Turkish saying that if you ask a recipe for a Turkish mom, actually it's almost 100%, 99% that you're gonna say, just measure with eyes. So you don't know what does it mean, but just, they look and they make yes and they cook pretty, delicious food. So they're expert.
Yeah, it's ready. Okay, my job is done. I'm going.
And we have, after we taste everything, we also give some points. We share our experience with the new food. We're going to ask for your feedback. Now, we cover the tray with the paper towel and put the lid back. So she wants to absorb the steam, so it will not get like
Too mushy.
Yeah.
Too mushy.
Yeah. So the dessert, I made it earlier. It rested. It's cold. Yeah, it's cold. So for the decoration of this cake, on the top, there's some alternative. You can just serve as it is. You don't have to do anything, or you can add some coconut. I like the pistachios because it's just adds some color, or we can use walnut house. We also have walnuts in it. Edges. Kaşık. Okay, so these are walnut house. We can Okay, let me start with the pistachios. Yeah, I add pistachio on the middle. Diğerlerine walnut koyabilirsin. Bir tane yeter galiba.
Bir tanesini koyayım.
Bir eldiven yeter anlamında. Oops. And for the pistachio, if you want to decorate with pistachio, something important, please pick unsalted pistachio. Not everybody, it's not in the Turkish cuisine. And here, the nuts are usually roasted, salted, but on some markets like, the organic markets, Sprouts, this kind of Whole Foods, this kind of markets, you can find unroasted, unsalted. Here, the taste, we have really huge variety. I see even some, dried fruits with kind of spices. Yeah, I've never, felt so courageous to try it. But I don't know, like mango covered with chili. Did you try it? I don't know. How does it taste?
Good.
Is it good?
Very good.
Okay, maybe we should try it. Take the name.
camera for us.
Bağlamamın düğümü isterler öldüğümü. Bağlamamın düğümü isterler öldüğümü. Sağ yanım yastık ister, sol yanım sevgilimi. Aman aman bağlamamın telleri. Açıldı mı yeni kapının gülü.